Welcome back. Also, welcome back to our online audience. I hope everybody enjoyed their lunch. And as promised, we're going to start our afternoon with a moment of collective reflection through the arts. I am very happy to introduce Evan Wang. Evan is a first-year student here at Harvard College and also the 2025-2026 National Youth Poet Laureate of the United States. His work has been recognized and featured by the White House, the Smithsonian Institutions, Google DeepMind, and the United Nations. He has been described quite accurately as a prodigy. He's the first male and Chinese individual to hold this title. He's also a published author. Evan, we're really happy that you're here, so please join me. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is such an honor to be here today speaking to a room full of our brightest minds in global health, which, as we have identified earlier, actually does not exist. As a former and failed biology major, I am both intimidated and impressed by you all. I would like to start by thanking those who are responsible for having me here, Carmen, Carissa, Bethany, and everyone else involved. This is a true privilege and a wonderful opportunity for me to get out of class, eat some food, and learn. The National Youth Poet Laureate before me, Stephanie Pacheco, once said that sometimes standing up for something actually means sitting down and listening. Today, that has been my objective. Though I am the National Youth Poet Laureate, my work has never been separated from public health. In high school, I led volunteer efforts for Planned Parenthood and Penn Medicine and hosted creative writing workshops for mental health. Yet, all my life, I've had to close the distance between the arts and medicine. Even now, many Harvard students do not see their intersection. Louise mentioned this morning that me being here showcases, among many other things, who you are caring for, impacting, and striving to protect. I also want to offer that me being here reinforces the truth that health and the arts are wrapped into each other. My best friend of 7 years is a pre-med student in Florida and a huge fan of the memoir When Breath Becomes Air. Written by a Stanford neurosurgeon after discovering his stage 4 lung cancer, one of the most memorable quotes from the memoir is, "Even if I'm dying, until I actually die, I am still living." I am confident that everyone in this room has the brave goal of improving health systems. Many of you have seen their failures, and as such, many of you have seen death. When you come so close to and understand so much of our passing, how could you not appreciate the fragility of our lives? How could you not hold each other tighter? Perhaps that is why so many doctors turn towards music, literature, dance. We share this collective celebration of life. We cry for more life. So I reassert, global health is poetry in practice. So before we jump into our poetry reading, I have something I would like to do that I typically like to do before poetry readings, and that's to take deep breaths. I learned this from my therapist. It's box breathing. So let's breathe in for 4, hold for 4, and breathe out for 4. Okay, we're ready for poetry. I will not be reading a poem that is by me today. I will be reading a poem by Seamus Haney, who is a former professor at Harvard. This was written in 1985 at the request of Mary Lawler, then head of Amnesty International in Ireland. Valuing humanity over bureaucracy, this poem reveals a vision for a kinder, more connected world. From the Republic of Conscience by Seamus Haney. 1. When I landed in the Republic of Conscience, it was so noiseless when the engines stopped. I could hear a curlew high above the runway. At immigration, The clerk was an old man who produced a wallet from his homespun coat and showed me a photograph of my grandfather. The woman in customs asked me to declare the words of our traditional curses and charms to heal dumbness and avert the evil eye. No porters, no interpreters, no taxi. You carried your own burden, and very soon, your symptoms of creeping privilege disappeared. 2. Fog is a dreaded omen there, but lightning smells universal good, and parents hang swaddled infants in trees during thunderstorms. Salt is their precious mineral. And seashells are held to the ear during births and funerals. The base of all inks and pigments is seawater. Their sacred symbol is a stylized boat. The sail is an ear, the mast a sloping pen, the hull a mouth shape, the keel an open eye. At their inauguration, public leaders must swear to uphold unwritten law and weep to atone for their presumption to hold office, and to affirm their faith that all life sprang from salt and tears, which the sky god wept after he dreamt his solitude was endless. 3. I came back from that frugal republic with my 2 arms the one length, the customs woman having insisted my allowance was myself. The old man rose and gazed into my face and said that was official recognition, that I was now a dual citizen. He therefore desired me when I got home to consider myself a representative and to speak on their behalf in my own tongue. Their embassies, he said, were everywhere, but operated independently, and no ambassador would ever be relieved. Thank you.